the spike on the audio. So, all right, Jai.
What's going on, Mike? How you doing today?
Good, man. Good. Thank you for coming to HQ and the studio. And yeah, man, always bringing positive energy. And, I love it. I love it. Ever since we met, you've been bringing positive energy.
Thank you, Mike.
So,
First off, I want to thank you for having me here today. And it's been a long journey. I met this guy 4 years ago at a restaurant when I was a server, bussing tables, bussing, drinks, and doing all the server stuff. And I'm just very happy. Congratulations on your marriage as well. This guy just recently got married, and also congratulations for hitting the $1 million club in your industry, man.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, 4 years ago we met. And what's crazy is that you had that same energy already that you have today, and that positivity. And I mean, you come and you brought 10 books here with you, the different books that you're reading, and you've always had that mindset. I was looking, my parents are selling one of their homes, and they're moving a lot of things, and so they're giving me some stuff from my elementary school and stuff. And I looked at some letters that I had written. It's like it's the same personality that I have today. I was talking to someone. We have our characters built, and we can read and do things to improve it. But it's amazing, man. You always brought that, and I appreciate that, man.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. So yes, man, I'm gonna be transparent with you guys. So me and Mike, we're gonna get this thing started. This channel is for entrepreneurs, and you could be a youngster, millennial, over 50, 40, doesn't matter. And me and Mike, we took this time to come out to you guys and to share wisdom and knowledge. So if I were you guys, take some good notes, because me and him, we're not clowns. We're real people. We're real high performers. We're waking up every morning. We're going at it. We're taking the time off to do this for you guys. So we really appreciate you guys. If you guys take some notes, share this video, and see what you guys can get out of this, okay? All right?
So what time did you wake up this morning, Jay?
Usually I wake up around 7 or 8, but this morning I woke up around 2. For some crazy reason, maybe, the spirit probably woke me up.
Cool, man. Cool. Yeah. No, when you have a vision and you're pumped, you wake up, you can't sleep.
Yeah,
that's not good either, man. You probably need some sleep.
Yeah, I do.
But when you're pumped, and I've been feeling that too, you just want to get up and you want to do things and put out videos and get to work. Yeah, you want to get to work. So
that's right. I mean, we're doing this because we're not here to just take from you guys. We're here to really give from you guys. We're actually real people. We actually, Mike has his operation here running, and soon I'll be able to have mine. That's in my vision board. And, we all started off small, man, and we're just hungry guys, under 35. I believe that this guy right here, he's going to be top 100 under 35. That's going to be a millionaire very soon.
Thanks.
The way that he's performing, the way that I'm performing, I highly recommend, if you guys are, millennial, under 20 years old watching this, make sure to, find a mentor, find someone that inspires you, that has that positive energy, that's willing to give back, that's successful, so you can model after them, take advice from them, and really work with them side by side, and if it requires you to work for free for a minute, hey, go for it, because, me jumping into real estate, I didn't get my first check till I hit my 7th month, and pretty much those 6, 7, 8 months was working for free, but the knowledge and experience I got, it's incredible, guys. So if you guys are young and you have that time, use that time to go after it, okay? Use that time to free out that time to do something free, charity. We feel like it's charity work, but the experience that you're gonna get from it is just unbelievable.
No doubt, man. 100%. That's what it is, man. You gotta put in the time and learn and fail. Feel those bumps, and then you just keep going. I think this is one of my philosophies. The worst thing that a parent can do is protect their child to the point where they don't allow them to fail at all. Because you need to scrape yourself a little bit.
Yeah.
It helps callus up, build up. The next time they hang up on you, or someone's short with you, because in life that's gonna happen. Just the that's part of getting there. So.
Exactly, absolutely. So Mike, I wanted to ask you, man, so what is a success schedule that you have and that you would recommend people who are watching?
Okay. Well, you brought up the $1 million round table of financial services. So to hit that, you're hitting certain production and performance or income. Okay. So the way that you get to that type of performance is literally measuring and scheduling pretty much every part of your work day and your non-work day. So for example, the first thing that I do in the morning is checking my calendar, and the last thing I do at night is checking my calendar for tomorrow.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So I wake up, let's see what is, because now I've been able to have a team that sets up my day. So I'm no longer know what's going on. I just know that I need to show up. And so delegating is a big part of it, so that you're not tied in the busy work. And with the moment you can delegate, I heard Sarah Blakely from Spanx. I went to go see her in Miami at the convention. Okay. And she said that the moment you can delegate, that you can afford it, start to do it. Start to do it, because it'll allow you to spend the time on what you're most productive. For example, a guy like you're most productive talking to, let's say, a potential client, a prospect, or a customer, or an existing. But maybe the busy work of
cold calling,
mailing something out, go to the post office. The post office takes an hour to, just to drop some stuff off. So stuff like that, delegating. But the schedule is literally every 30 minutes I blocked out for meetings. And now that we're in a virtual world, those 30 minutes we're able to help a client, talk to a client, educate a client, and then if we need to set another meeting. But my day runs. I had a block from 12 to 1 because I wasn't eating, and it was just crazy. I wasn't eating on time. I would eat at 3, 4 o'clock. Wow. So I had to block that period so that I'm able to eat in peace and then get back to the hard.
Gotcha. Okay. Awesome, man. Wow, man. You're still, man, up and running, man. Wow. It's amazing, brother.
And a little espresso never hurt. Little cute café cubano.
That's right, man. So yeah, man, that's Mike, he's the real guy, like I mentioned, and he does real business. He's pulling big numbers, and this is the guy that I really admire, since the beginning. So, so let's talk about a little bit what a success schedule looks like for me, okay? For me is waking up in the morning and setting the tone, because if you're gonna have a bad morning, your whole day is gonna be bad. So what makes the difference between someone that just wakes up and just goes after it and someone that wakes up and really takes the time to go over their calendar, to go over their schedule? That makes a big difference, all right? So what I personally do is, when I wake up, I get dressed, I get ready, and before I head out the door, head to work or start on the business, what I do is, I spend 20, 30 minutes, doing meditation, prayers, listening to a little bit of audio, and while I'm listening to it, when I'm praying, I'm expressing my gratitude, and as well as I am visualizing my plans in action, visualizing and saying my affirmations out loud, really just praising it, saying it out loud, and giving gratitude, for today, because, for us, I believe, the more grateful you are in life, the more you start to have, and that's what I definitely see it as, and, for me, I have like these affirmations that I wake up to, and then I just read them to myself. Affirmations, let me see. I'll just share a little bit, one few sentences for you. So I kind of have these affirmations. By the age of 30, right now, I'm close to 29 in the next few months. By age 30, I want to be doing $100,000 or more in business, okay? All right?
You're good.
By age 2022, which is 31 to 35, I want to start doing $300,000 in my business, which is real estate, okay? And 5 years from now, what I want to be doing is, I want to be partnering with the right people, partner with the right investors to start, fixing and flipping properties together, As you can see, I'm declaring this into my mind. I'm picturing it happening. And, it's crazy because when I was working at the restaurant, believe it or not, okay, most people will, they'll just go to their job and they'll just work a job, live a life, go home and call it a day. But for me, I was working my job 12 hours a day, and when I went home, I would hit the gym, and when I get back from the gym, I would write goals, I would write affirmations. And that's, man, like, wow.
Yeah.
I started that journey when I was about 23 years old. I party all my life and had too much fun, But I started a little bit late. So if you guys are watching and you're under 20, 18, 17-year-old, I mean, we got nephews, nieces that are going to be watching us, and all these young people that are watching YouTube on their phone nowadays, that if you guys are watching this, I mean, we're real people. We're sharing you from our experience. We're not here to take from you guys or BS from you guys. This is real life events, okay?
And the affirmations, I think it's excellent to write things down, your goals. I did the same thing, for me it was what I wanted to achieve in 15, 16, 17. I remember because I did this when I was about 21. And it was places that I wanted to travel to, and it was I wanted to purchase property, and so I was able to hit a lot of those goals, and writing it down is a big thing. But you also want to surround yourself, I feel, with people that are going to challenge you. For example, you said to make 100,000 at the age of 30. I'm going to challenge you to make it at the age of 29.
Which is in 3 months.
No, but while you're 29 years old, find a way to make it. You know what I mean?
Exactly, right?
So because you have all the potential.
Challenge is stepped in.
You don't have to wait till you're 30. As long as by the end of the 29 you find some way to do it. And I think that if we, I know it's good to do realistic goals, but I also think it's good to have someone push us. Because I'm not just telling that to you. I believe in you, that you have the ability to do it.
Thank you, brother.
Because you're putting in the work. I mean, I see you, whether it's on IG, follow the man on IG and Instagram and YouTube and Facebook.
Starting my TikTok soon.
You're active on Facebook. So I see you. You're at properties, you're looking at them, you're looking at rehabbing, you're bringing them to an invest. I mean, you're doing all kinds of stuff. You're constant. And that is a sign of someone who is going to make that amount of money and more. But also, I'm a believer that the money comes after the success.
The money comes after the success. Wow, you guys hear that, youngsters?
So
the money comes after the success.
So first, you're proving yourself, and you already are a successful person. That money's going to follow. It's going to follow. What happens with a lot of times is I think people go chasing, let's say, the money, which is good too. It's not a bad thing to chase. But when you have a vision that's bigger than the when you have a vision that's bigger than the money, it allows you to go think beyond the dollar. And I think that shows, like with the client, when you're showing that you're chasing the money part of it, they'll smell it. But if you show that this is beyond, I actually want to get them I want to get them the best deal possible. The property, sell it for the best price. The policy, selling the best policy. Things like that. It's, I think that shows.
Gotcha.
And yeah, man, I'm excited about the future for you, man. I think lots of good stuff. Lots of good stuff.
Thank you.
So.
Thank you, Mr. Michael. Yeah, man. So yeah, I moved to California 5 years ago, and my first year, that's when I met Michael when I was working at the restaurant. Okay. And I met my girlfriend a little bit about the same time, a year later when I moved to California. So now we're married for about 2 years now. So let me share you guys a little bit of something, guys. No matter what industry you're working in, like Mike said, if you're chasing the money, people can smell it. All right, so I'll give you a little bit example. All right, so when I was a server, most servers out there. I mean, if you're a server friend or a server waitress watching this, I was a server for 5 years, and when I was doing that work, I was literally, I took the extra mile, and people saw it.
Yeah.
And some people would take a $20, $40 tip and tip me on the side.
Wow.
And the crazy thing is that I was just always so driven. I was always so driven. When I saw someone like came in that needed some inspiration, I would go there. Our job as a server is to bring them food, pour water, clean up their table, right? But I added the extra service by going there. I pull out my phone, I'll talk to them, and I'll say, hey, look, let me show you a motivational video by Tony Robbins or Ed Milet, and I'll show them literally, I will pull out my phone and I will watch a 1-minute video with them, a motivational video on Instagram.
Very cool.
And that would uplift their day.
Yeah.
And that it just feels good, because I was able to use my job that I was struggling part-time, making $30,000 a year, struggling as a busser waiter, but I made the best of it.
Yeah.
And let me tell you this, it's crazy because out of the 5 years that I've been working as a server waitress, I have made more connection than I ever have made it. And if you're a server, waiter, or it doesn't even matter where you're at, all these business cards that I have collected for the last 5 years are from entrepreneurs, brokers, realtors. I even have you.
Oh, there's the guy.
Right there. Look at that. I didn't went from business to business to collect all these cards. Yeah. I was using my time wisely when I was a server, networking with people.
That just goes to show you that if you have it in you, nothing's gonna stop you. Nothing. You're gonna find a way to get there. Mm-hmm. So with that, Jai, anything else you want to throw in before we wrap it up and let the world know, get this out to the world? Anything else you want to throw in?
Well, yeah, so if you guys are, like I said, in your early 20s or late 30s or even in your 40s that doesn't have anything going on or just haven't found a way, reach out to Mike. I believe that this guy is super busy, but he'll take a little bit of time to show you guys a little bit of tips and chips, tricks and tips. And I'm super busy. Most of my day I'm cold calling, I'm meeting with owners, sellers, meeting with buyers, investors. But I would definitely take out the time. I do have a little weekly Zoom meetings that are anywhere between Thursday and Saturday morning. I do have weekly Zoom meetings where we all gather to share ideas.
Nice.
Any age doesn't matter. If you're in your 50s, you don't have to be ashamed. If you got nothing going on, hit us up. Yeah. We're here to give. We're not here to take from you guys. Yeah. And that's the good thing about me and Mike. So feel free to shout out to us. Hit us up, share the video.
Make sure you subscribe, like. It helps us with the algorithms to get more views, and we're gonna be bringing more content to you guys. A guy like Jai has we're everything that we're going through and living through, and the